Alright, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so today we got to move one of these large limestone rocks. We're going to move it to the driveway first because I'm going to clean it with some muriatic acid and everything. I'm eventually going to put that in the back part of the landscaping. So yesterday I went up to Martinsville, Indiana, probably about an hour and 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours away from here, and went up to Express Steel and got me a set of pallet forks, reasonable price. These are the 48-inch forks, and they're saying a 4,000 pound capacity. That's definitely more than what I need. After I really get all the landscaping done and moving these big rocks, the only really time I plan on using the pallet forks will probably be when I get the log lift bags, when I get back to working on firewood and stuff like that. So today we're going, like I said, we're going to pick up this rock. Hopefully we can. I kind of did like there's like a calculator online for calculating boulders and stuff according to whatever type of rock it is. So this is limestone. I believe this is probably going to be at least probably about 1,500 pounds. This side of it right here is kind of off the ground. This side over here is kind of down in the ground, so I'm gonna have to finagle it a little bit and everything with the forks and try to get it up there. We'll see what we can do. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I did put a blade on the rear of the tractor just for a little bit of ballast. I got the ROPS off, and here is a picture of kind of what I did. So I kind of used I used 4 straps and everything on the engine hoist that I had, and it worked pretty well. So, all right, let's fire the tractor up and everything. Let's try to get this rock moved to the driveway. So maybe today or maybe tomorrow I'm gonna clean it with some muriatic acid, and then I'll try to get a game plan on how I'm gonna move it inside the landscape. All right, well, we made it to the driveway. I actually set it down in the backyard a little bit, tried to get a better bite on it. I didn't like the way it was riding, and I made it all worse and everything, and then I just pretty much just had to pick it up and ram it, not really ram it hard, but I just had to pick it up, and the way it was on the forks, that's just the way I had to bring it to the driveway. But we made it. I guess that's all it counts. So it looks like I went ahead and put some blocks underneath it so that way when I'm done pressure washing it and cleaning it and everything, I should be able to pick it up a lot easier and everything. So, but I know it's like the forks on the bottom part, they like to slide. It only locks at the top, but I notice at the bottom they like to slide and don't really sit straight up and down. That's why I set it down in the backyard, and then I messed it all up and everything. But oh well, that was my first time really operating forks on a tractor and everything, and really operating something really heavy with this tractor. But the tractor had plenty of power and everything. I did notice that I probably should have put, I've got a big weight I can put back here on the blade. The back end was really light. So, but other than that, this is probably going to be maybe a 2-part video or something. And but I'll get some muriatic acid out and everything, and we'll clean it up and at least get like kind of like the dirt stains off of it. I know it's not going to be perfect, but it'll definitely be a little bit cleaner. I will show you where it's going to go. It's going to go right in this corner, right in here. And that rock has a little bit of a curve to it, but it might be tricky because the way it's sitting, it wants to fall forward like on its face. So I don't know if it's going to work or not, just because the way the weight and the way I want it and everything, the kind of with the curve. So, but I'm going to have to figure something out how I'm going to do right here. I know if I come straight, I can almost put it in place where it needs to be and everything. I definitely don't want to drop it on the sidewalk and everything for sure. I'm definitely not going to be putting the front wheels on the sidewalk. Definitely way too heavy for it. So I was thinking maybe coming at an angle. That way I'm kind of straighter. The placement of the rock will just be at an angle. Then I might put some boards, 2x4s or something down here. And obviously I won't be able to reach. I'll get close, but I won't be able to. I can always push it with a board or something, you know, wedge a 2x4 on the forks or something, you know, fork guard, and kind of just slide it into place. But I don't know, we'll see. I'll just have to do some thinking. And okay, day 2 on this rock. The other day I actually got the pressure washer out and I pressure washed it, and it cleaned up a lot better, but I forgot to record it. So today I got a little bit of muriatic acid diluted down with some water. We're going to spray on there and see if we can get it to look a little bit better. Most of it's probably not going to change much. I don't know if you can tell, but kind of like right in here is kind of got like some reddish tint to it and everything. This over here looks pretty good and gray. I don't think it's going to get much better than that. But this rock's definitely got a story. Right through here there's a lot of fossilizations and stuff right through there. Then this little spot up here, it's like really soft, so it's almost like pretty much got a lot of lime in it, and you can kind of break it with your finger. So that muriatic acid might make this hole a little bit bigger. I don't know, but we'll see. But the rock's pretty cool though, because it's kind of got like a story and everything. There's some more fossilizations back on this side right here. That right there looks pretty clean. I don't think that's much going to change. The rock does have this black spot right here on top. I'm not for sure what has caused that. I mean, this rock was every bit probably 8 or 10 feet below ground level. That's one of the rocks they removed for the basement of the house. And I even took the pressure washer to it, and it didn't even make a difference. So, all right, so let's spray it down with a little bit of muriatic acid, and I'll pressure wash it off. Got the muriatic acid in this pump sprayer, and I'm just gonna spray on it very, very, very gentle. And as you can see how it's kind of foaming up, kind of smoking a little bit. that means you know it is definitely working. So just want to do it really gentle because I don't want to get it on me and stuff. But we'll let it soak on there. Yeah, so you can tell it's kind of really dirty over here. Oh yeah, that's real dirty. Right on those, all those fossils. So I'm standing on this side of the rock too, because the smoke is, well, I wouldn't say it's smoke. I'd say it's the gases. The gases going away from me. Definitely don't want to breathe that stuff. Yeah, I don't know if that muriatic acid is going to get that black stuff off or not. It's trying to. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Heat index today is supposed to be like 105 to 110. It is hot and humid today. It's definitely not going to be an enjoyable day. Outside, that is. Over here, this side's actually kind of dirty. Let's see what it does. I got an acid brush too. I'll probably scrub it down real quick with that before I rinse it off. Yeah, I don't know if that black is going to come off or not. That's very strange. Just about out of muriatic acid. I think that's about it. All right, let's go get the acid brush. like it's trying to come off. Bristles on this brush are already starting to come off. It is an acid brush. I think I'm gonna mix a little bit more solution up, spray it down again. Okay, this time I mixed it a little bit stronger. Oh yeah, coming off now. I don't know if all of it would come off, but definitely foaming up. I think that's probably about the best you're going to be able to get it. Some of the black did come off right here, but that's just the way it's going to have to be. It gives it a little bit of character, I guess. And this little soft, this hole right here did get a little bit bigger. But it's just weird. This kind of like thin layer of rock is different from kind of like this rock, this side right over here. It's just, you can just tell the rock is kind of made different. So, all right, well, that's it for cleaning it and everything. Next little segment, we're going to try to get it into the landscaping. All right. Okay, another day here. All right, so this is what I've got. And when I first thought of this project, I was initially going to like maybe try to scoop it up with the forks like I did when I brought it out here and put it in place. But I thought of this way might be a little bit easier. Just wrap straps around it. Therefore, it might be a little bit easier as far as placement because I can just kind of set it down and then I can finagle with it if I have to. So yesterday I tried to pick it up. I was able to pick it up, but I needed more ballast weight. The back end of the tractor was getting pretty light, but I did have the forks back here. The ends of the forks were about coming to about halfway through the distance of the rock. The reason why I was kind of wanting that so I can get more reach, because I do not want to drive on the sidewalk. I was trying to get as most reach I can so I can just drop it and then be done with it. So I did have to scoot up a little bit. Now yesterday I did have the blade on it, but instead today I went and got the box blade. It's a little bit heavier, and then I put a skid steer weight on it. So I already tested it out and everything. I picked it up. Yeah, the back end's a little bit light, but it wasn't as bad as yesterday. So, and the tractor has no problem with picking it up at all. So let's go ahead and I'll drive around back and we'll see what we can do. right, well, here's the finished product. And I'm done fighting with it and everything. I think that's probably the best I'm gonna get it. So I was basically trying to stand here and try to make sure everything kind of looks like proportional, you know, along with this curve, because the rock does have a slight curve. But I mean, being by myself and everything and trying to finagle everything by myself, that's probably about the best I'm gonna get. I wish this side of the rock was a little bit lower, but if you look, the top of the rock is, I mean, pretty much level from side to side. I know the rock goes up a little bit. There's not much I can probably do on that. I might get like a bar or something, put it underneath the rock right here and try to, you know, leverage it up and try to put some more, maybe a brick and a half or something on this side, so therefore it'll push this side down. But all this is going to be filled in with rock and everything, so you're not really gonna, by the time I put rock in there, it's not going to be as bad. It just looks bad right now because there's no rock. So, but I think it looks pretty good. I had some leftover bricks from when they built the house, so that came in handy. I didn't really want to put wood underneath there because I know it might start to rot and the rock might really start to settle kind of funny. So, but I do know this is going to settle for sure. I mean, that's good topsoil that I put in there. So it's going to settle a little bit. So I'll probably just let it sit for a little bit and kind of see how things go. Then go ahead and go ahead and get more landscape rock and put in here. And this side will be done.